Hey up everyone, it's farmers Rob and Dave here from Cannon Farm. Now, this week it's all about lambing. We've got lots of pedigree lambs due, so it's quite important we get it right.
It's really important, David. It's really important, guys, that you hit that subscribe button. We would love to grow our YouTube following, and we can only do it with your help. Now, before we can welcome new lambs into the world, we need suitable accommodation.
We do.
Right? We need pens. Do you mind fetching the pens, Dave, if I go and start just designing how they're going to be?
I'll get my JCB, I'll bring them over.
Thank you. While David's getting the hurdles, I'm going to give my favourite little lamb soldier something she really loves. Right, we're going to feed my little soldier now, and if you've not come across her before, she was born a week early. We dressed her up in her own little jumper to keep her warm, and she's a real fighter because the odds were heavily stacked against her. She was one of a twin, and unfortunately the twin had died some days before, so there wasn't much chance for this one living either, but she showed unbelievable tenacity. She had a wonky leg when she started, and I thought that might spoil her from a pedigree showing point of view, but miraculously it's straightened up. She's looking really correct. She's got great head lift, her breeding's superb. I've got high hopes for this girl. This is the one I'd like to see win the Yorkshire Show. If she did, then it shows there's always a chance for a comeback kid. In fact, if this one gets to a show, I'm going to show her. We're feeding her every 3 hours, and as you can see, it's paying benefits. Look at that. She's now really chunky. She's really heavy, to the point where I'm having to be careful. She gets half a bottle of feed instead of more. She would take more, but I don't want to put too much strain on those legs. Let her grow gradually, let her grow strongly, and hopefully she'll stay correct, and she's going to be the star. She's the star of my show anyway. Aren't you? Eh? I could really like this lamb. So from doing my favourite job to doing something a little bit more practical, we're going to have to build some more pens because I have a feeling we're going to have a busy night tonight, and we need to be ready.
I get all best jobs. He's in there, nice and warm in the building. I'm out here, freezing. Right, let's get these hurdles in.
You took your time.
This padlock won't.
What is it, bad workman blames his tools?
I couldn't see numbers.
Why won't he wear glasses? He's 55, there's no shame
only
in
for
it. Look at
reading.
these. They're never away from your neck. You drove that really nicely, well done.
Thanks, I've had lots of practice.
Yeah. I'm very lucky to have a brother like you.
You're lucky to have me. It's best to be prepared. Now, if all these sheep start lambing at once, we haven't got enough pens. So if we get them built now, prepare, what's the saying?
Prepare to fail.
I nearly said that.
Fail to prepare.
Prepare to fail. No, that's not right.
It is.
Is it?
Fail to prepare,
Prepare to fail. Oh. So we're preparing to succeed.
And we're guaranteed failures. So you can take that.
That's not good either.
Swing that like that.
Oh, hang on. Don't you want to get your mark?
No, I've done it.
You happy?
Yeah, happy with that.
Well, tell your face.
Hey?
I said tell your face.
No, I'm happy with that.
Right, all pens are set up.
I'm afraid the sheep are not playing ball. You know what they're doing?
Well, they always wait for tea time.
Waiting for tonight, but I'm tired.
Well, go and have a nap, right? And then you'll be ready to go at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Now, we're ready, and when they're ready, it'll happen.
Yeah. Well, they always wait while it's quiet. When it's quiet, they settle down and start having lambs.
As soon as I get my tea out of the oven, they'll go.
It's always the same, isn't it?
Exactly. Right, this is the morning after the night before, and we've been busy. We're all running on fumes. But these two girls have made a traffic jam of their own. They both want to lamb in the same place. It's stopping them getting on with it. The easiest way to resolve this situation is to get one of the lambs delivered, leave the space for the other one to crack on. So I'm going to get my stuff. I'm going to hopefully have a look at that white ewe first, see if we can get the lamb born, get it into a pen, and leave the other one to crack on with her job as well. Yeah, there's a few things I need. One is warm water. Another is an animal-friendly disinfectant, which keeps everything clean and sanitary. And then I've got my ropes and my laminate. So we'll get those, and providing that ewe stays in a place where I can catch her, we're good to go. Better roll my sleeves up. Good girl. A head and one leg. It feels like a biggish thing. So rather than push it all the way back in, I'm going to try and get this leg forward. Not easy. Right. Ow. Yeah. Right. Head. Leg. Yeah, we've got it. Right. Here it goes. Look at that. It was ready to arrive. That just showed it just needed putting in the right position. Come on. It's a lovely lamb. Right, come on, Mum. She's licking my hand, look. Just need to get that intensity down there and let the deal be sealed. Look at that. That literally was 2 traffic jams. One where the 2 ewes were vying for the same space to lamb, and the other one, a leg back, meaning that lamb couldn't fit through the pelvis. I managed to get down the side, bring the other leg forward, and out it came like a greased weasel. So, good job done. Look at that. Oh, that's worth getting out of bed for. She scanned for a single, but we always just double check. The scanner we use is extremely accurate, but anyone can make a mistake, but it is a single. He's right again. The next job now is to get that lamb under a lamp, to get that cord dipped in iodine, and to get some creamy colostrum into its tummy. So it's a race against time. We've got places ready. We're going to do it now. So hopefully Mum will follow me, and hopefully this will be a seamless exercise. Let's leave the maternity ward to your pal. Come on, it's a good lamb. Gimme. Nice one. Come on. It's all right, darling. It's all right. You keep licking. She's licking it like a lolly on a hot day. If a famous brand of beer made ewes, they'd be like this. She's an absolute treasure. She's really good to work with. I'm going to pop that there. In fact, I'll pop it there. I'm going to open that up. I'm going to turn the light on. Dale, how do you turn this light on? Well, follow that cable. Feel like I've discovered electricity. Who were it that did that? There, we're back on. Right. Right, we've got light, we've got heat. I'm going to make a nice fluffy bed because there's nothing nicer than a warm bed when it's cold, and it's cold at the moment. So this little mite's going in here. Mum's making a great job of licking it. Look at that, the face is dry already. I'm going to leave its lovely face pointing outwards, but start the heat lamp working its magic. It's come from a very warm place to a very cold place, so the last thing we need is for it to have a setback and go into shock. What I'm going to do now is get the iodine, get a jug, take some milk off Mum, get that lamb fed. Right, got my jug, got my iodine. We've got the best ewe in the world because she's a pleasure to deal with. Just need to get this bit of the job done. Right, this is really important. A young animal lives or dies by the amount of colostrum it gets. And we know that this first milk is the best milk it will ever drink. So we're very, very carefully milking mum, taking off that first milk, breaking the seal on the teat, because that's another thing. Sometimes these plugs in the end of the teat can be so strong that the lamb can literally be sucking a dummy for hours on end, using all its energy up and never getting any sustenance for it. So we break the seal, we take off enough milk for the first feed, we pop that straight down into the tummy. It's really important. It's the elixir of life. It's golden creamy colostrum, and literally, if it gets some of this, you can generally shut the door. And this is interesting. It's a good job this has had one, because she's only milking on one side. One of her teats doesn't work. So Mother Nature sometimes helps you out, and she has done here. She's made sure that that this ewe's got one lamb, and that one lamb is all it could feed anyway. So that's good. Right, come on then, missus. Let's pop this tube carefully down into its tummy. Now the really important bit, right? And I mean really important. Any aspiring sheep farmers out there, listen twice. Just bring your camera here. Listen to this. Oh, I'm such a tea cake. I'll put my mic. Can you hear that? See, that just shows that you can't always educate things. And even though I know about microphones, I understand them. In the moment, I'm thinking the microphone's on you. Right, I'm going to pour this in. So we'll go with one tube, put that away safe. Mum can carry on licking this lamb. The milk's flowing down there, straight into the tummy. It's like giving it immediate energy, immediate immunity from disease. It's just the best thing possible for this lamb. And there it goes. It's all natural. It's all from mum. And it's going to do a great job. It's all this lamb needs at the moment. So a tube and a half straight into its tummy. I'm going to dip its navel in iodine now, make sure that that superhighway, that potential superhighway for infection is secure. Can you hear that? It's gurgling again now. And that means the milk's gone. I can safely withdraw the tube. So yeah, left undipped, the navel, the tummy button, the umbilical cord, is a potential superhighway for infection. And because that cord is umbilical, it's got a tube on the inside of it, that iodine flows freely. And that's exactly what you need now. So back he goes. Hopefully you get some iodine on your hands, because that shows you're a real farmer. If you've no iodine on your hands at lambing, you're not a farmer. That's what I say. I had a passing glance at the other, and she's very involved. There's a lot happening, so we're going to go back there now and see if that one's ready to give birth, or whether she needs a helping hand as well. Right, I've been for a glance in the other pen, and there's a twin starting to lamb in there, so I'm going to have a look at this one next, see if we can get this one born, and then if I might give David a shout for the twin, because sometimes there you need more than one person. You've got one lamb to look after, there's another one that might need delivering, so we'll see, but we'll have a look at this first. Right, after a bit of jiggery pokery, well, that's easy. She's not going to run away now. This is quite tight, but the lamb's there. It's very much ready to come out, but there isn't loads of room, so just going to work out what's what. It might be backwards, this. Yeah, it's backwards. Just give Dave a shout, will you, Dale? I committed to try and do anything else, so
No ropes, no nothing?
no, I think it'll come. Just pull downhill. But
Right.
not too fast, if you know what I mean. Just right when you're ready. Come on.
Let's give it a knock.
Just careful with them ribs.
Yeah. That's it. Let's breathe in. Yeah.
Whenever one's come out backwards like that, and you can't mess about because they take the first breath inside, so you've got to get it out. There's meconium everywhere, so it's past fetal dung. You're worried for its ribs because it's coming out from a relaxed environment into a very tight one all of a sudden. Just hoping those ribs aren't damaged. I can't feel anything. But equally, we've got to get it breathing as well. So this is a moment of real jeopardy and real drama. Mum's waiting to welcome the lamb. I just hope that the lamb's going to be all right.
I'm just trying to stimulate it to start breathing. And holding its mouth open, you know, if it hasn't got a lot of energy, it helps it breathe. A bit like the mum licking its face. It's just stimulating it.
When you know it's a single and it's backwards, it's bad news, because the ribs are very delicate, but equally you're between a rock and a hard place. It was too far gone to consider a cesarean, and you know, it was too far near the exit. Its feet were out, so it's just one of them. It's got to come out. You do it as gently as you can. That's why I didn't use the ropes. The ropes give you artificial power. You know, they give you more power than you actually need, and by using its legs only, that makes it less likely you'll damage the ribs. I'm just hoping there's nothing happened to that lamb for it not to survive and thrive. You know, it's a little tup and it's well made. It's a good looking lamb. More like. Right, that's 2 down. We can just leave her for 2 minutes. Just let her bond with it. I'll take David across and show him this twin. It's all happening this morning, and but you know, they're here, they're ready, they're going to come out, and we've got to make sure that they're healthy. That wouldn't have lambed itself.
Which one is it, Rob? That one in the corner?
Yeah, that white face one.
That's losing its wool a little bit. Right, shall I go to the right?
You take a step to the right, and I'll take a jump to the left. But no pelvic wiggle, please. Come on, Paul.
I think you're about to just...
Come on, darling.
Best if you can just get there without getting upset.
She thinks that's a bucket of corn.
Right, there's 2 legs, but they're big feet.
You know what they say, big feet?
And there's a nose there as well. It's a good lamb. You see, it's got that dark liquid around it, Rob. Good girl. Oh, it's a tup, aren't you? Another boy.
As long as it's fit and healthy, that's all we want.
That's that one.
It's more than we are, fit and healthy.
Right.
And full of cold. There you are, Mum. Congratulations.
Nice lamb.
Look what the stalks brought. This is a twin, but it's as big as the last single, and that's because we've done our job right in the feeding. We've fed this more because it's carrying 2. And we fed the single less because it's only carrying 1. The lamb size should be the same, and that's what we've got here. That's a victory for the farmer.
We've got a spectator at the moment, just seeing what's going off. What I like to do now...
Time soon, she's wondering what's going to happen.
What I like to do now, I like to leave Mum to push and contract to get the lamb into position, and then I'll have a little look and see what's going on. I don't like to kind of go straight away unless the lamb's there and deliver it. Give her a bit of time, to bond with that lamb. Well, there's nothing there.
Yeah, look at that.
I tell you why, this has been put in here because she was losing her wool, she was losing condition, so we fed her up a little bit.
So you did that?
Hmm?
You did that?
I did what?
Put her in here?
No, I didn't put her in here, but someone has.
Well, all I can say is well done. It's a good lamb size.
Well,
for this one, we're never having 2. It's in here because she was in poor nick, so we gave her extra feed. The feeds work, the lamb's a good size, it's been born successfully, and we're happy farmers.
Look, you see, she was losing condition, the wool was falling out, and that's why it's...
So am I losing condition then? Is that what the problem is?
Yeah, it's falling out. Right, let's walk this one into a pen.
It's surprising how you forget that though, isn't it? You know, what seemed like an obvious thing to do, and it was, that a few weeks later you forget and you were expecting a second lamb from her. Right, this one's got its head up, it's looking vital. I just hope those ribs are undamaged, we'll find out now. Come on, squirrel.
We've not got to forget, dip the navel, milk Mum and tube the lambs, make sure that colostrum's in the tummy so they can, well, they're firing on all cylinders.
I think there is slight damage on one side. I would say this right hand side is slight damage, but it don't mean it can't be reared. It means we're going to have to be really gentle with it. And ribs, as we all know, because we've all had damaged ribs at some time or other, do mend themselves. Right,
we'll get her in a pen.
Let's see how we go.
Right, that's 3 for 3, not 3 for 4, but a good result.
Yeah, as long as they all get up, feed and go forward, that's all we want, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're like Buster's lambs. They don't come for ages, and then all of a sudden they all arrive at once, and that's what's happening with these.
Well, let's hope the weather's with us as well. Yeah. We don't want to get too cold.
So thanks for watching our YouTube video on our YouTube channel.
By 2 YouTubers. Bye-bye.
Don't feel like a YouTuber, actually. Bye-bye.